Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wayne High School here in South Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com, and as you can see, the matchup for tonight is the Southside Archers on the road against the Wayne Generals. I'm Thad Goff. Cole Weiland is running camera for me tonight, and the Archers are looking for their first win of the season. This is an Archer team that not long ago was contending for conference championships, sectional championships, and even won some under head coach Juanita Goodwell. Goodwell is still the head coach, but the Archers have hit hard times lately. And this year, times are certainly hard. They're 0-7 on the year. Most recently losing to Huntington North. That was a home game. 44-20 was the final score. Southside did show some fight in one of their losses, which was against Bishop Luers. Played a good back and forth game. Had some good play from Britannia Diedrich Williams. She scored in double figures in that game, and she's averaged 19 points per game so far this season. But the Archers are going to have to pick up the offense around her as well. In addition to Diedrich Williams, obviously she's going to have a good night to keep the Archers in this ball game, but the teammates have got to be able to pick up the slack for these Lady Archers. They need to break this losing skid, and not going to be an easy task against the Wayne Generals. Although Wayne has had some of their own struggles this season, they come into this game at 3-4 overall. Of course, they're under a new head coach, L.B. Smith, taking over the program. Wayne did, however, win their most recent game. That was against the New Haven Bulldogs last night. 50-41 was the final score. That New Haven team just one win coming into play on the season, and Wayne able to knock them off. They've also beaten Blackford 67-47. That was their first win, and then they went on the road and beat Heritage 33-25. Other than that, a 53-27 loss to Fremont, a 61-43 loss to Leo. And as I recall, Leah Chappelle from the Lions had a real good game that night. We'll get to see her a couple of nights from now when the Lions take on Garrett. In fact, you probably got to see her last night when the Lions knocked off Concordia. In addition to that, Angola and Homestead both defeated Wayne earlier this season. 65-14 was the final when Homestead came in here. 67-30 was the final when the Generals went to Angola. Angola's having a pretty good season so far. Just one loss, if I'm not mistaken, for those Lady Hornets. Playing some really good basketball early this season. Now for the Generals, they are led in scoring by Daviana Irons, and Irons comes in with 12.6 points per game on the season. She was a high scorer as both a sophomore and I believe as a freshman as well, and she's trying to carry that into the season. But again, basketball is a team sport. Everybody has to pick up the slack. Obviously not just with scoring, but balanced scoring certainly helps, and that's something that Wayne will be looking for tonight. Berlia King, somebody who can certainly get things going. She leads the Generals in assists, averaging 2.0 assists per game on the season. So she's someone who can certainly get things going. And then you also have Mariah Bryant, a freshman, so far averaging just 0.5 assists per game on the season. Very young team that the Generals have, and trying to get things going. They have a chance to get to even 500. They would get there if they were able to win this game tonight. Then they'll be off tomorrow night, and then they're on the road to take on the Canterbury Cavaliers. That's what's coming up for the Wayne Generals. As we've got just over 3 minutes to play, or 3 minutes to go until we get the game underway. We'll start it with the pregame introduction of the lineups, I should say. We'll start it with the national anthem, then the introduction of the lineups, and then the two teams will take the court when we are all said and done there. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at Wayne High School, home of the Generals. It's the Generals taking on the Archers of Southside. 2 SAC schools going at it. I do believe this is the only girls basketball game that we have going on Summit City Sports tonight. We do have some boys basketball coming up later. This game getting a start about 6:30. Games we have coming up are Northrop at New Haven. That one scheduled to start about 7:30. Broadcast is scheduled to start over there at about 7:15. Same with Blackhawk Christian versus Northside. And then you've also got Belmont versus Concordia. All those are boys basketball games set to start at about 7:30 p.m. this evening. And then, of course, tomorrow night, as always on a Wednesday night, we'll bring you high school hockey from the PSM Ice House, including the Vipers, Fort Wayne Vipers versus the Carroll Chargers. And then the Leo Lions versus the Homestead Spartans. Of course, we'll also have some more basketball tomorrow. Be right back here as Wayne takes on Leo. And I think that might be the only high school basketball game on the docket for tomorrow night, although we do have more high school basketball coming up on Thursday. Got about 3 minutes until this game gets started. Right now, I'll go ahead and get a few words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we get to do all the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. That includes Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Of course, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yes, it's that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops. Chance to work on your dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense, and that's for kids kindergarten through 8th grade. And meanwhile, we'll get to that later. We've got the national anthem.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Apologies there. That was an earlier anthem than I was expecting. We've still got technically 2 minutes until the official start time, but it looks like they are going to go into the starting lineups. The official start time is 6:30. And I think we've got just enough time to finish this reader. Again, it's that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops for kids kindergarten through 8th grade. A chance to work on your dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense. It is for boys and girls. And the Holiday Hoops tournament goes from December 29th through December 31st and then happens again on January 2nd. Morning sessions are 9 to 11 a.m. Afternoon sessions are 4 to 6 p.m. For one session, it costs $50. For both sessions, it'll cost $90. This Holiday Hoops training will take place at the PSM Fieldhouse on 3946 Iceway, Fort Wayne, Indiana, right next to the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House. For more information, call 260-444-2788 or visit www.always100basketball.net/registration-1. Wayne Generals and the Southside Archers going at it. Generals trying to get to 500, even 500 on the season. They're 3-4 coming into this game. The Southside Archers come into this game at 0-7 overall. Of course, they do have kind of a nice addition to the coaching staff. J.C. Jones, the former Archer, is a part of this coaching staff as an assistant. She played for Juanita Goodwell, finished her high school basketball career in 2020. Southside went 16-9 that year. Jones was part of some really good Archers teams and was the leading scorer on the Lady Archers her senior year. So no doubt the Archers are happy to have her as part of the staff these days and hoping that she can help to get this team going in the right direction. But right now the Archers are trying to bounce back from an 0-7 start. Can that bounce back begin tonight? We will find out. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Back here at Wayne High School, we are just about a minute away from start time between the Southside Archers and the Wayne Generals. Wayne trying to get to even 500 on the season. Southside trying to get their first win of the season. And we do have a few more readers to get to before they announce the starting lineups, which will be in just a minute. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. And by the sound of that buzzer, it is time to announce the starting lineups, and they will start with the visitors. The Southside Archers will be in green on your scoreboard, but going with the black jerseys tonight on the road.
As a member of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, it is our intent to conduct all athletic events within a framework of good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is defined as the creation of an atmosphere of courtesy and fair play for officials, contestants, and spectators. Your cooperation is appreciated. A message from Wayne High School. And now the starting lineup for the Lady Archers basketball team. Junior, 5'6" guard, number 10, Brianna Hamlet. Sophomore, guard, 5'7", number 4, Britannia Dietrich Williams. Junior, guard forward, 5'7", number 5, Riley Dietrich Williams. Senior, center, 5'10", number 12, Amaya Scheffler. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Archers, Junior center, 5'11", number 42, Javina Robinson. And they are coached by Miss Juanita Goodwell. And now, for the home team, on the scoreboard, your one and only Lady G. Sophomore, guard, forward, 5'9", number 1, Amaya Tyree. Junior, 5'7" guard, number 4, Diva Irons. Junior, guard, 5'5", number 12, Mariah Love. Junior, 5'7" forward, number 24, Zaire Atkinson. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Generals, freshman, 5'9" forward, number 33, Trinity Calhoun. The Generals are coached by Mr. L.B. Smith. Your officials this evening, Jack Rupley, Ralph White, and Roger Harley.
So Trinity Calhoun, the freshman, gets the start tonight at forward for the Generals as they're just about to take the floor against the Southside Archers. These two schools are probably about, I'd say, maybe 7 or 8 minutes away from each other. Of course, Bishop Luers is the school that's closer to here. That's basically right down the road from Southside High School, right down Clinton Street. And the Archers win the opening tip, and there is Britannia Dedrick Williams, who comes across the timeline. Dedrick Williams averaging over 19 points per game on this season as a sophomore, and she'll find Amaya Stetler. The 1-2-2 zone looks like by the Wayne Generals, and Dedrick Williams loses the ball, gets back to it, and the Archers recover for the time being. This is Briley Dedrick Williams, tries to zip it inside, and that's barely saved, but picked up by Wayne. It's Irons, the junior, leading scorer for these Generals, and she's got an open teammate. That's Tyree. Amaya Tyree from downtown. Tyree, the sophomore, coming up with a triple. And Wayne gets back in their zone as Dedrick Williams dribbles around. Again, averaging 19 points per game this season for the Lady Archers. Trying to get these Archers back to their winning ways. Cross-court pass, that's just barely caught. Briley Dedrick Williams, short. Putback won't go. Tipped up, still won't go. And Irons crashes the glass. Dedrick Williams comes out to guard Irons, and Irons loses it on the way up. They're going to call it out off of Southside. Juanita Goodwell doesn't seem to be putting up much of an argument there. Daviana Irons averaging 12.6 points per game. Amaya Tyree's the second leading scorer on this team, again as a sophomore, averaging 7.4 per game. She hit the 3 on the last Generals possession. Irons was wanting to step out. Instead, she feeds Tyree. Turns out to be a good choice. Back-to-back triples for Amaya Tyree to start this game for the Generals. Loose ball. Barely saved, or was it? Brianna Hamlet going after it. At least that was the announcement. Hamlet was announced as number 3, even though the roster says Anaya Harden. They'll swing it back outside against this 1-2-2 zone. That's Shetler with a screen. The 3-ball, Dedrick Williams won't fall. Briley puts it back up, and that won't fall. Loose ball, and the Generals get to it. That's a foul. I think they're going to get Dedrick Williams. They call it on Briley Dedrick Williams. So it was Dedrick Williams. I thought it was going to be Britannia, but instead they call it on Briley. First team foul against Southside in this ballgame. First team foul for either side. I believe this is the third year that this rule's been in existence, where the fouls reset at the end of each quarter, and there's no more 1-and-1 in IHSAA basketball. Irons got it! And that's going to prompt an early timeout from Juanita Goodwell. Daviana Irons averaging over 12 points per game. So far early in this game, though, it was the 3-point shooting of Amaya Tyree, and, well, give credit to Irons because her unselfishness oftentimes set up Tyree. These replays brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. That's Irons with the assist and Tyree with the 3 ball. And then how about a little more of the same? Irons brings it out. You think she's going to step back and shoot it. Instead, she gives it off to Tyree. And Amaya does not disappoint. First timeout comes 2 minutes and 21 seconds into this game. Southside trying to regroup. Wayne has scored on each of their first 3 possessions. Dedrick Williams trying to get through traffic. There's a lot of it. That's an air ball, and that's off Southside. Wayne will take over as that ball lands in the midst of the cheerleaders. Seen a fan with an LSU sweatshirt on. Of course, the big news out of college football was LSU hiring Lane Kiffin to be their new head coach. Former Ole Miss Rebel. Dedrick Williams trying to get stingy, and it will be traveling, so the Archers do force the turnover in the end. Zaire Akison took a few too many steps. Juanita Goodwell calls out the play, and Britannia Dedrick Williams will come across the timeline. Wayne sticking with this zone defense. Ball gets loose. Dedrick Williams able to feed it off. I mentioned that Wayne had scored on their first 3 possessions. That last possession was the first where Wayne did not score. Dedrick Williams uses the floater off the window. Averaging 19 points per game on the season. She's got her first of this one. Tyree going to step out again. Have a night, Amaya Tyree. That's already her 3rd triple. Dedrick Williams through traffic, and she's fouled. It was on the shot, so Dedrick Williams will go to the line. Daviana Irons called for the foul, and Diva, as they call her around here, has shown a lot of unselfishness. She's already got, I believe, 2 assists, both on 3s to Tyree. In addition to that, she's got 2 points. No doubt L.B. Smith, the first-year head coach, happy about that. That first free throw will not fall. Dedrick Williams so far has the only points for the Archers. Slow start to the season for the Generals, but they're definitely looking at these next couple of games thinking, we got a chance to get back to 500. There are no guarantees, obviously. But they went up against a 1-win New Haven last night and took care of business. Went up against a winless Southside team trying to take care of business, but they couldn't take care of the basketball that time. It's a turnover. The next game's on Thursday. That's against Canterbury. A team that in recent years, at least, has been struggling quite a bit. As Dedrick Williams comes across the timeline. Of course, you have to play at your best ability to win every game, no matter who you're playing against. And Southside's trying to play to their best ability. They do get the benefit of the doubt there as the ball's out of bounds off Wayne. At least that was the initial call, I thought. Yet the official is... Wait a second. He signaled that it was Southside ball, and then he gave it to Akison, but now everything's been corrected. Juanita Goodwell was emphatic. Wait a minute. You said it was our ball. Luckily, it's been corrected. Inbound to Shetler. Dedrick Williams able to recover, leaning in, got it! Briley Dedrick Williams with a high degree of difficulty shot. And don't look now, but it's all of a sudden a 2-score game as Irons is fouled. They call it on Shetler. That'll send Daviana Irons to the free throw line. Just the second team foul against Southside. Small scoring drought that the Generals had been on, but Irons able to slow that with that first free throw. 3:36 left here in quarter number 1. Again, all our boys basketball games starting later. They start about 7:30 with the broadcast starting about 7:15 as Irons goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. The Archers have the Generals have an 8-point lead over the Archers. Archers looking for their first win of the season. They battled with Lures earlier this year. I looked at certain points like maybe the Archers might be able to get the W. That's going to be off Southside, I think. It is. It went off of Teresa Shepard, heads-up play, and I think that was Irons who ultimately caused the turnover. Unfortunately, I don't have time to show it to you because they're back to live action. Tyree, she's been hot from beyond the arc so far, loses the ball. It's off Southside. The Generals will keep it. Tyree fires inside. Akeson trying to find her shot, couldn't find it. And Robinson pulls down the board for Southside. Dedrick Williams, the crossover, the step back, missed it. And back the other way come the Generals. Dedrick Williams lurking and out of bounds off of Wayne. Malia Muff did not see Dedrick Williams coming from behind. Watch this play here again on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Dedrick Williams never gave up on this play, just swatted it right off of Muff from behind. Give her credit on that one, giving a possession back to the Archers. They're down 8. They can make this a 2-score ball game. Dedrick Williams, the crossover. Loses it on the deck. Who's got it? It's a jump ball. The arrow favors the Generals. Obie Smith with a few words, looked like for Tyree just before she inbounded that ball. And here's Irons running the point for the Generals. Irons uses the screen. Tyree lost it, out of bounds. Southside ball. Went right to Anita Goodwell. And the only reason she tries to get out of the way is because she's not playing anymore. Just over 2 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Dedrick Williams calls out the play. Crossover to her left. She finds Hamlet. Dedrick Williams dribbling high. Tyree comes to guard her, and it's a foul. They're going to get Tyree for that one. Looked like maybe a reach in, and it will be on Tyree. That's the second team foul against the Generals. Each team with 2 team fouls so far. So we've got 1:44 left to play here in quarter number 1. Wayne is stuck with this 1-2-2 zone or 3-2 zone as Shepard looks to drive and she travels. Generals scored the first 8 points of this game, but it's been a while since they've scored from the field. That shot's blocked, and the drought might continue, but the ball's still on the deck, still being wrestled for, and if this is a jump ball, which it looks like it's not, it looks like it's a foul on Southside. Had it been a jump ball, it would have been Southside ball. Amaya Shetler called for the foul. That's the 3rd team foul against Southside in this game. And Wayne with the lead, but it's been a long time since they've made something from the field. Their last 2 points were a pair of free throws from Daviana Irons. Irons directs traffic. She's got Briley Dedrick Williams guarding her. Irons, the pull-up jumper, lost the defender and found 2 points. She crossed up the defender and hit the jumper. Long three. Dedrick Williams won't fall. And the Generals get the stop. A 15-5 lead for Wayne. They can hold for the final shot here if they choose. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball. L.B. Smith calls out the play. Akeson sets the screen. Moving screen. Zaire Akeson called for the moving screen. That's her first. And Southside takes over. Now they can hold for the final shot of the quarter. That's Dedrick Williams calling out the play. Down to 13 seconds. Sophia Mante, check that. Teresa Shepard drives, and she turns it over. Now 6 seconds. Irons down the floor. 3 seconds. Irons leaning into it. Not going to count. She's called for traveling. I'll be interested to take a look at that. Right now, though, there's only 0.8 seconds. So if Southside's going to get something off here, it would have to be a long pass and tip shot. That's not going to do it. Yeah, it takes too long to catch the ball and take the shot when all you've got is 0.8 seconds. And we've played through a quarter. Back for the start of the second quarter with Wayne up 10 on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, as we begin the second quarter, I'm a little intrigued to take a look. Was there traveling here on this call that cost Wayne a turnover? I thought she had the pivot foot down. Well, every call's a judgment call, especially in high school basketball. You got to make it in real time. It's not always easy. As Shepard feeds inside, and it's taken away. Akeson the takeaway. Goes up top to Tyree. Looks like Southside's going to, it looked like a 1-3-1 zone at first. That's Dedrick Williams with the rejection. And Robinson with the board. Dedrick Williams tried to cross up Muff. That shot won't fall. And Trinity Calhoun has the board. 5'9" forward, getting the start as a freshman. We get a foul on Southside. Teresa Shepard, the freshman. Bring the double team. Feed inside. Akeson lost her dribble. Mid-range jumper falls short. That might have been traveling. There's the call. Yeah, it looked to me like Calhoun caught the ball and sat down with it. Yeah, it's not like football, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody in football catch a ball and sit down with it. Technically, you could do that if you're trying to close out a game. As Robinson gets the board, but she's surrounded, flips it out. And they barely find Dedrick Williams. And Dedrick Williams goes baseline, off balance, and she's fouled. Southside hanging around. They've been able to keep Wayne in check since early on in this ball game. Amaya Tyrese hit 3 threes for the Generals so far. That's the majority of their offense. But for about the last 5 minutes, or at least last 4 minutes of that first quarter, Wayne was not able to score from the field. Right now, Dedrick Williams trying to get something from the free throw line. She missed her first. At this point, she's 1 for 3 from the stripe. Make that 2 for 4. Right into the 3 goes Irons, and it won't fall. Offensive board comes down to Macy Newsom, the freshman. That was a buzzer that went off in the gym. Perhaps an inadvertent buzzer. They'll play on as Dedrick Williams turns it over. Dedrick Williams sticks with it. Wayne came up with the ball. It was Muff who got it, and L.B. Smith wants a timeout. That's his first timeout used so far in this game. Well, they take a timeout. We've got a little 30-second timeout that we can take thanks to the folks at Parkview Sports Medicine.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season. Take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Wayne High School. It is the Generals leading 15-6. Southside is hanging around a little bit. The Archers, though, only have 2 made field goals in this game as a whole. To the right goes Muff. Muff leaning in, and she gets it to fall. That's Wayne's first field goal of the quarter. It's the first field goal for either team here in the second quarter. Dedrick Williams was fouled on the shot. That's Briley Dedrick Williams, older sister of Britannia. And now Naomi Mante will be subbing in just a moment for the Archers. That was the second team foul on the Generals. Switch my scoreboard there. 2 team fouls on Wayne here this quarter, 1 on Southside. And Dedrick Williams a little bit long on that first free throw. Free throw shooting so far in this game has not been a strength for Southside as Mante, the freshman, checks into the ball game along with fellow freshman Macy Newsom. Newsom was already in the game, but now they're on the court together. There's 4 freshmen on the varsity roster for Southside. As Dedrick Williams goes 0 for 2. That's the kind of thing you can't have when you're trying to break a 7-game losing streak. Irons scoreless from 3 so far in this game. For the game as a whole, she does have 6 points, but none of those coming from beyond the arc. That's Muff who travels. And again, we'll have more high school basketball here for you from Wayne High School tomorrow. That'll be boys basketball as the Generals take on the Leo Lions. I'll be on the call. Gavin Wirt will be on camera. I believe Gavin's over at New Haven tonight along with Tim Atkinson and Keith Edmonds. That ball runs loose. Dedrick Williams trying to control her dribble. She lost it, and it's out of bounds. Archers will keep possession. 5:12 left to play in this first half, rather. A lot more time than that in the ball game. Door is open for Southside to make a comeback, but they haven't yet scored from the field here in the second quarter. Just inside the three-point line is Dedrick Williams, and she missed it. Aaliyah Muff with the rebound for the Generals. Irons trying to cross up Newsom. Feeds Muff, and Muff hits the 3 ball. right through the paint. Dedrick Williams couldn't hit it. She threw her hands up. She was frustrated with herself as Irons going quick down the floor, going for the blow-by. Counted and one. Dedrick Williams was frustrated on the south side, and Irons took that frustration and turned it into 2 Wayne points. And it might be 3 depending on what happens on this free throw. It is 3. So now the announcement was that Brianna Hamlet is number 3. I think that was the announcement earlier. Southside will call a timeout. That's the second timeout that Juanita Goodwell has used in this ball game, and that gives us a chance to take a look at our latest replay. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Well, this sequence started with a good look for Dedrick Williams. Just couldn't hit the shot, but Daviana Irons, not only with the rebound, but also the quickness. And Muff kind of helped to wall her off, give her a chance to take that to the rim and score. Again, our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, and we do have a few more words from our sponsors that we'll go ahead and give you. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Southside has yet to score from the field here in this second quarter. They're trying to break that lid on the basket as Wayne goes back into their 3-2 zone. They'd used this defense very early on in the ball game. Mante looking for help. When you're going against the zone defense, help is not always easy to find. Loose ball taken away. That was Akeson, and here comes Irons. Oh, that was a high dribble. She missed the shot. Muff puts it up. That won't fall. Akeson puts it back. Good stick-to-itiveness, Zaire Akeson. Dedrick Williams short arms the 3 ball, and Irons is fouled. That'd be the 3rd team foul, I believe, on the Archers. Brianna Hamlet called for the foul. Tyree fakes the inbound, now goes into Irons. Well, you can fake an inbound, but it's risky because you got that 5-second clock to worry about. Wide open, Muff. She's going to take it, but can't hit. And Dedrick Williams has the board for Southside. Loses the ball, gets it back. That was a loose ball, so she's able to pick it up and start her dribble again. Knocked away. Calhoun helped to create the jump ball. Possession will keep it, or rather give it to Wayne. Didn't necessarily get a clean steal, but it is a turnover with the jump ball going Wayne's way. High inbound, too high for Tyree. Mante with a takeaway, and here comes Dedrick Williams, loose ball, out of bounds, Wayne ball. Well, it's a sparse crowd here tonight, but the kids that are here, the adults that are here rooting for the Generals, they're fired up. They're seeing the Generals hold the Archers scoreless here in the second quarter and up 19. Akeson into the paint, cross court, she traveled. That looked like the case from here where I'm sitting. And the Archers take over, down by 19 with 3:10 to go. They have not yet scored from the field here in quarter number 2. They only hit 2 field goals in quarter number 1. Dedrick Williams is going to come out. Teresa Shepard, the freshman, will take her place. And Dedrick Williams usually is the majority of Southside's offense. But the Archers have been struggling to find any offense tonight. Shepard goes inside to Robinson. Robinson couldn't spin it home. Akeson got the board, and are they going to call the foul? Looks like they are. It's on Hamlet. Brianna Hamlet. Dedrick Williams will check in, so a short break for Britannia Dedrick Williams as she passes the baton, if you will, to Hamlet. But in this case, it's Hamlet going to the bench. And Irons comes down the floor, changes her dribble, changes her direction, but throws it away. And as I use that terminology, I think it was more that Calhoun just couldn't catch the pass. It's a learning experience for the freshman. Calhoun getting the chance to start tonight. As the Archers take over down 19. Britannia Dedrick Williams looking for some help. She gets a screen from Briley, feeds it to her on the inside. Briley can't hit. Irons was defending. That ball's out of bounds. Southside ball. Dedrick Williams looking for help. She's got Robinson down low. Robinson's got the size. They get it to her, but she draws the triple team, and Briley Dedrick Williams could not finish. Irons loses the ball. It was kicked into the backcourt, and it was kicked by Southside, so that will not be over and back. Tyree from the baseline, short. She had 3 threes in the first quarter. She hasn't scored since. Muff, her three won't fall, and that's going to be a foul. They're going to get Tyree for going over the back. That was the third team foul against Wayne. Southside has committed 4 team fouls, so their next foul will put Wayne at the free throw line for double bonus, unless, of course, it's an offensive foul. Britannia Dedrick Williams runs point for Southside, gets the screen from Robinson. And Dedrick Williams able to recover her dribble. She swings it inside to Briley. Off the hands of Robinson. And the Generals take over. Irons over to Muff. The feed inside. Little spin move, blocked. Recovered by Calhoun. Akeson into the paint. 3 seconds in the lane. And Southside will take over, down by 19. J.C. Jones helping to call out the play. Former Southside star. Senior year, she was part of a 16-9 team. There's a takeaway from behind. That was Akeson, and all the way to the basket goes Muff. Briley Dedrick Williams comes the other way. She loses it. And the Generals have it back into the hands of Calhoun. Irons on the attack. The floater. That won't fall. Tyree had it and got fouled. Check that it was Irons who got fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Again, it's double bonus the rest of the quarter for Wayne on any Southside foul. And I think I can say this now. I believe that's Irons' first miss from the free throw line. I don't have a number. I thought that was 10. That's actually 30. London Harris The freshman has just checked in. Oh, that was way short. And now we get a foul. If this is on Southside, it's 2 more free throws. Looks like it is on Southside. Either that or a lane violation. Yeah, it was a lane violation, not a foul. So that's given the Generals 1 more free throw. And this time Irons does cash in. Well, she gets something from the line. Probably didn't expect to get that extra chance. Dedrick Williams. Clock down to 22 seconds. She swings it out. That's Shepard. That's a deep 3. Dedrick Williams couldn't finish. And a foul on the inside, or is it a jump ball? If it's a foul, it's free throws. It was a foul on Javea Robinson. 11.9 left to go in the second quarter. More free throws coming up for Wayne. It's Irons going back to the strike. And Irons just gets the friendly roll there. Southside still without a field goal here in the second quarter. As Irons goes 2 for 2. And the Generals now have 30 points. Down to 7 seconds. Dedrick Williams down 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Contested 3. Dedrick Williams got it! Finally, Southside gets a field goal. They're not held scoreless from the floor here in the second quarter. But it was awful close. Well, at halftime, it's a 30-9 lead for the Wayne Generals. They played last night. They'll be off tomorrow night and then playing again on Thursday, taking on Canterbury. And right now, while we've got a chance, we're going to get some words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we get to do all these different games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com, and that includes the University of St. Francis. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. A 30-9 lead for the Wayne Generals over the Southside Archers here at the end of 2 quarters. We'll be back after this break. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake I bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
It is 30-9 in favor of the Wayne Generals. Wayne held Southside to just one made field goal at the end of that first half. Now, we will show you that field goal because it was an impressive one. Of course, we all like buzzer beaters, and this was a high degree of difficulty buzzer beater. I beg your pardon, that replay didn't populate. There we go. There we got it. Britannia Diedrich Williams getting the lid off the scoreboard. Contested shot that was, and a friendly roll in off that front iron as Britannia Diedrich Williams hits an impressive three. Unfortunately for Southside, that is their only made field goal of the second half, rather. One of 3 made field goals for the Archers in the first half. And, of course, we do have a few sponsors that we still need to hear from. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And, of course, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And it's that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops for boys and girls, kindergarten through 8th grade. You'll get to work on dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense. All the aspects that make basketball such a great game and help you to succeed at the game of basketball. Holiday Hoops goes from December 29th through the 31st, and then get New Year's Day off, and they'll pick up again on January the 2nd. Morning sessions go from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Afternoon sessions go from 4 to 6 p.m. Holiday Hoops takes place at the Parkview Sport 1 Fieldhouse, that is, at 3946 Iceway in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For more information, call 260-444-2768 or visit www.always100basketball.net/registration-1. Might have just enough time to give you some scoring leaders for the game. Britannia Diedrich Williams does lead the way for Southside with 7 points. 2 points for Briley Diedrich Williams. Daviana Irons leads the way for Wayne. She's got 12 points in the game. Malia Muff with 7. Amaya Tyree with 9. Zaire Akison with 2 so far. We'll reset our scoreboard here. The fouls do reset at the end of each quarter. Not only that, we are now ready to start the third quarter between the Wayne Generals and Southside Archers. Teams will switch sides, and Southside's going to have a maybe 7 to 8 minute bus ride back to Southside High School from here. They're hoping they can put together a little comeback here in the second half. Diedrich Williams feeds it to the baseline. That's Briley Diedrich Williams who has it, and she finds Britannia. There's that 3-2 zone. Wayne's used a lot of this tonight. Robinson setting the screen over to Diedrich Williams. She wanted the 3. Goes back to Britannia, and Britannia will bring it back outside. Calling for it down low is Harden. Check that, Hamlet. Hamlet turns it over. That's Amaya Tyree with the takeaway. She had those 3 early triples in the ball game that got the scoring started for the Generals. Trying to get something started for the Generals here in quarter number 3, but her jumper falls short. Diedrich Williams able to protect the ball. She finds Briley, and Briley loses it. That's Muff who gets the takeaway. Muff one-on-one to her right. She's got Tyree on the wing, feeds it to her, and Tyree running out of real estate somehow finds Akison, and Akison couldn't hit. Trinity Calhoun keeps it alive again on the near turnover. Apparently she kept a pivot foot down. That ball's poked out of bounds as Hamlet swatted it out right in front of L.B. Smith. Calhoun surrounded, and she traveled. Going up against Javea Robinson at 5'11". Minute 13 seconds rather. Now a minute 17 seconds into the third quarter. As Southside tries to dent the scoreboard. Down 21. Been down by as many as 23 in this game. Long pass. They get it to Shetler. Diedrich Williams was thinking about it. She'll use the screen, go into the 3, and that won't fall. Good box out, Daviana Irons. Irons slows it down. Hamlet picks her up defensively. High screen set, Akison. Little screen and roll action and a foul. That's going to go on Robinson. And Akeson will head to the free throw line for Wayne. Javea Robinson tagged with the foul. And Akeson will go to the free throw line for Wayne as they lead by 21. No field goals yet here in the second quarter, and no points yet either. But Akeson has a chance to change that despite missing that first free throw. Wayne goes to Canterbury on Thursday. That's their next game. The Wayne boys are in action tomorrow. That'll be their season opener, taking on Leo. Leo has already gotten their season underway with a win against Concordia on the road. Still trying to figure out what we're going to get from Wayne, because the Generals have won 3 straight SAC championships, 2 sectional titles in the last 3 years. But they lose 4 starters from last year's team, 4 really good starters. Robinson turns and scores. Javea Robinson at 5'11", and if you can utilize her size and get points out of it, it only helps you all the more. That shot won't fall for Muff. Dedrick Williams coming quick, 1 on 3. That's traveling. Well, I've seen Euro steps before. She hopped about, I don't know, maybe 2 feet, maybe 3 feet in the air. Kind of hard not to call traveling on that one. Probably would have been a sweet bucket if she had gotten it to fall, but the traveling takes that away anyway. Irons picked up by Hamlet. She gets the screen from Akeson into the paint, draws a crowd, and is fouled. Talked about that Wayne boys basketball team. They've only got 1 returning starter, I do believe, from last year's team, LaShawn Green. Guy who was capable of scoring in double figures, guy who was capable of knocking them down from the outside. I saw him hit some deep threes a year ago for the Generals. The guys that they've got who would have been coming off the bench last year showed some really good talent. Tyree Eldridge is a quick guard. Could turn defense into offense. You got 2 big men down low, Javante Eldridge and Uriah Williams. So who knows? The Generals might still be a force to be reckoned with. We'll find out over the course of this season. We know there's talent to be had here at Wayne. The only question is, how will it translate? That's taken away from behind by Akeson. Tyree backs it out. Looking to get free. I thought that was double dribble. Dedrick Williams thinks it's off Wayne. Looked from here like it was off her. Kids who are rooting for Southside saying he thought there was traveling on Wayne. I thought there was double dribbling on Wayne before that ball that went out of bounds. That's a wide receiver type of catch there by Irons. Right over Teresa Shepard. No field goals for Wayne here in the third quarter. They do lead it, however, by 22. Southside has the only field goal of the quarter, and they've had a hard time scoring from the field as Tyree draws the foul. Already 4 team fouls against the Archers here in quarter number 3. And Tyree goes to the line. That was a shooting foul. About 4 minutes before some of our boys' basketball games get underway. As Irons was able to knock down that first one. Second one's also good. We're going to have Canterbury versus Lures boys tonight, but that game was postponed with Lures football team having played in the state championship this past weekend. Unfortunately, the Knights ended up on the losing end, although Bishop Dwenger did bring back a state championship trophy. Lures fans aren't so happy about that, but a lot of Fort Wayne area folks probably happy to see a state championship back in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off Wayne as Dedrick Williams is dribbling around. Of course, it was only a couple years ago that Snyder won state in football. their 3rd state championship, although for Dwenger, I believe that's their 6th state championship. That's a catch-and-shoot 3 for Dedrick Williams. It won't fall. Putback is short, but a foul. It's the first one on Wayne. Maya Shetler will shoot free throws for the Archers. 3:53 left here in quarter number 3. That was high off the glass and no good. Shetler, a 5'10 center. It's kind of a 2-center lineup that Juanita Goodwell's going with these days. Shetler, a 5'10 center, and Robinson, a 5'11 center. Putback is good. Loose on the deck. Shepard comes away with it. And here comes Dedrick Williams. Dedrick Williams into the paint. Too strong. Tyree couldn't handle it. Shepard hustling on the deck, but that's traveling on Shetler. And it goes back to the Generals. And Teresa Shepard with plenty of hustle on that last possession. Unfortunately, it's all for naught. Again, 4 varsity freshmen for the Southside Archers. Shepard's one of them. You wonder how well these girls will develop in the next few years as Tyree zips it outside. Baseline jumper, too strong. Dedrick Williams has the board. Crossover through the paint. Dedrick Williams got it. It's 4 straight scored by the Archers. They have more points from the field here in the 3rd quarter, but down 20 on the game scoreboard. That ball is tipped. Can the Archers get it? Yes, they can. Briley Dedrick Williams loses it. It was actually poked out and then a foul. Poked out by Trinity Calhoun. And it's Briley Dedrick Williams who's called for the foul. That is team foul number 5 against Southside here in the 3rd quarter. So this will be double bonus for Malia Muff. Looks like Southside wants to take some subs into the game, and meanwhile the official having a little discussion with the folks at the scorer's table. It was a question as to was it a defensive foul or an offensive foul. They're going to say it's an offensive foul, so there won't be any free throws for Wayne. I tell you what, I thought watching it live that it was a foul after the ball was loose. If the ball's loose and you commit a foul, then your opponent shoots free throws, at least in this situation with there being, at least I thought so, or maybe it was a discussion of how many fouls were there. Right now the scoreboard shows 4. That's what it showed before the foul, though. Well, we'll reset our scoreboard and try and sort things out here. That's taken away by Dedrick Williams, and she's got a free lane to the basket. Don't look now, but that's a 6-0 run by the Archers. They are down 18. That's going to be a foul. Shepard reached out with both hands and made contact with Irons. That's an easy call. And now that is the 5th team foul. So now Wayne is in the double bonus. Daviana Irons will go to the line. All of Wayne's scoring so far here in the 3rd quarter has come from the free throw line. 6 points, all from the stripe. But 17 points total this game for Daviana Irons. Make it 18. Dedrick Williams trying to get through the paint. She does, but missed. And Tyree has the board for Wayne. Inside 2 minutes, Wayne still without a field goal this quarter, and that will stay unchanged as Irons misses the shot. She'll go to the line. Teresa Shepard called for the foul, and Irons goes to the free throw line with 1:54 left here in quarter number 3. Second one won't fall, and Shetler has the board for Southside, and then she travels. Exactly what you do not want. A turnover late in the quarter. Still a tall hill to climb for Southside, but they were making some headway. They were outscoring Wayne from the field, and they still are here in the third quarter. But they need to keep that momentum going, but Wayne able to get their first field goal of the quarter with Akison. Newsom for 3. Got it! Macy Newsom from downtown. She's on the board. L.B. Smith calls out the play, and now here goes Irons. Akison, floater, no. Shetler with the board, goes cross court to Dedrick Williams. Inside the final minute of the quarter, Dedrick Williams through the paint, loses it. Put back, Shetler, no, tipped out. And Newsom comes away with it for Southside. It's a jump ball, the arrow favors Wayne. .7 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Irons running the point for Wayne. She gets a screen from Tyree. Screen and roll with Tyree, and that's a block and a foul. Shetler going to be called for it. And we'll send Tyree to the line. First free throw goes. Tyree's into double figures. She had 3 threes early on in the ball game. Those were in the first quarter. She had not scored since the first. And actually, she's got 12 points. I beg your pardon. Make that 13. So I missed a field goal in there somewhere. Dedrick Williams through traffic, short. Briley Dedrick Williams recovers. Batted around. Wayne's got it. 18 seconds. A little crossover there by Akison. Step back jumper is good. The freshman London Harris. And we got a foul. It's a small crowd, but that crowd got loud to see Harris hit that mid-range jumper. Only the second team foul there on Wayne. No free throws yet. It was non-shooting. 4.5 seconds left. Dedrick Williams. That's a deep three just inside the volleyball line. Wouldn't fall. And we've played 3 quarters here at Wayne High School. And London Harris has the crowd going wild. We'll show you why when we come back. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook. Let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. No. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
44-20, Wayne leads Southside. Here's a look at our latest replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. London Harris, the freshman, coming up with a baseline jumper here. It's a contested baseline jumper as well. By the looks of things, Harris did not have any points coming into this game for the season. Again, she's just a freshman, but she's able to knock down that mid-range jumper. I believe that's one of just 2 made field goals in that third quarter for the Generals, but they lead it by 24 as Dedrick Williams steps back, wants the 3, and hits it. Britannia Dedrick Williams from downtown. She's up to 14 points for the ball game. Out to Harris. Harris lost it, got it back. Dribbling around, and she got fouled. Teresa Shepard called for the foul. And now Newsom wants to come into the game. Poked away into the backcourt. Good job staying with it, Akeson. Defender trailing. That was Hamlet trailing. Leaning in, Calhoun feeds outside. Harris steps into a 3, but can't hit it. And Dedrick Williams with a quick motor. Crossover. Gets the high screen. Wanted to shoot the 3. Instead goes inside to Briley. And Briley, Dedrick Williams couldn't get a shot off. That's going to be a jump ball. The arrow will favor Southside. The Archers have a chance to get this inside a 20-point game. Daviana Irons will check back in. She's had another great game tonight. 19 points for the ball game for Irons. That's Dedrick Williams who's tying her shoe. That's the reason for the delay. It's Britannia Dedrick Williams, and she's got to retie both shoes. Just finished her left shoe, and now she's working on the right. Looks like she's got them both tied up. Meanwhile, Teresa Shepard has fouled out of the game. That was her 5th foul. Traveling is called on Calhoun. Check that, Nevaeh Thomas. Dedrick Williams will bring it across the timeline for Southside. She gets a screen, goes to her left. Inside, Dedrick Williams. Hook shot, got it. Briley Dedrick Williams, Mr. Second made field goal of the game. High screen for Irons. Step back jumper, that won't fall. Offensive board. Nevaeh Thomas, and Harris hits the 3 ball. London Harris, the freshman, 5 points off the bench. Dedrick Williams trying to answer to no avail. Put back, won't go, but a foul. Shetler drew the contact. Zaire Akeson called for the foul. There's another look at this 3. The replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Give credit to Nevaeh Thomas for keeping things alive, and then Harris from the corner. We don't have a big crowd tonight, but the folks that are here cheering on Harris as she made that 3 ball. Meanwhile, Shetler unable to make that first free throw. Oh for 2. And that did not hit the rim. So it's automatically Wayne basketball. Blackhawk and Northside are already underway, and Well, look at this. The Legends off to an 8-4 lead. Now, it's early in that ball game. Blackhawk Christian does have a very young team. Of course, Northside lost Tyvon Alexander, who transferred to Northrop. That's Irons who takes it all the way to the glass. She didn't have a field goal in the third quarter. She's got her first this quarter. And then Dedrick Williams on the other end. She's got 16 points. Well, whichever girl's wearing number 4, she's the leading scorer. Irons is the leading scorer for Wayne. Dedrick Williams is the leading scorer for Southside in this one. That shot won't fall. Akison couldn't get the board. And here comes Dedrick Williams again. Dedrick Williams loses the ball. Harris all over her, and Dedrick Williams finally able to recover and find her sister Briley. Briley finds some space, kicks to Newsom, and Newsom hits a three. Macy Newsom, her second three of this ball game, as Irons calls out the play. Irons on the attack, leaning in, and she's fouled. That's going to be on Shetler. That's Shetler's fourth, so she's now one away from fouling out, and Juanita Goodwell wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. So while they take a timeout, we will also take a timeout here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
A 49-30 lead for the Wayne Generals here in the fourth quarter. Wayne will next take on Canterbury. That's their next ball game coming up. And for Southside, their next ball game coming up is Thursday at Heritage, and they're at Snyder on Friday. Now, Snyder, I believe, was still without Janaea Cooper. Their Saturday loss to Fishers. Now, Fishers apparently was missing some key scorers as well. Fishers was able to win that game by 10, and the Tigers almost always seem to have a really good basketball team these days. Of course, one of Snyder's signature wins on the season was on the road against Columbia City. We're hoping to have Columbia City on these airwaves coming up on Saturday as the Eagles travel to the Lions' Den. That's right, that Northeast State Conference matchup with Leo. 1 for 2 goes Irons. She's got 22 points for the game as Shetler gets the board. Shetler playing with 4 fouls. Corner 3 won't fall. Offensive board, Shetler draws the foul. That's going to be on Irons. London Harris called for the foul. It's her second team foul on Wayne. And that will send Shetler to the line. Couldn't hit the first one. Concordia is up 8-7 over Belmont. That's looking like a back-and-forth game early on, the way it's been going at least. Get an update here on Northrop versus New Haven in just a moment. Looks like they have not yet gotten underway. Second free throw won't go. Shetler goes 0 for 2 from the line. Again, we'll be right back here tomorrow. There's a takeaway. Dedrick Williams with a putback. Be right back here tomorrow for boys basketball. But Dedrick Williams says hold off on that boys basketball stuff with another takeaway. Swings it over. Newsom. Wide open. Dedrick Williams. That's Briley Dedrick Williams. Won't fall, and the Generals have it. Irons across the timeline. Inside 4 minutes to go. Wayne boys will open their season tomorrow against the Leo Lions as that ball almost got taken away again. Hamlet nearly forced the turnover. It's out off south side. Inbound goes to Irons. I was talking about that Columbia City Leo game earlier. That's this coming Saturday. Columbia City went into Leo and blew out the Lions 2 years ago. That was their last trip to the Lions' Den. That is a turnover off of Tyree. The Lions this year, 7-1. They had a big win against Concordia last night. And, of course, they've got Garrett before they start taking on Columbia City. Railroaders are over 500 going into that game. 4-3 is their record. Leaning in is Dedrick Williams, and she missed it. That's an air ball. We'll have that Garrett-Leo game this coming Thursday as well. I believe the start time is 7:30 as Lawyer Smith wants a timeout. Full timeout. So while they take the timeout, we'll also take a timeout. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
40-32 lead for Wayne over the Southside Archers. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in regulation. Wayne looking to even their overall record at 4-4 as we get a foul on Southside. Brianna Hamlet called for the foul. Looks like that's just the 3rd team foul against Southside. Long inbound. Irons makes the catch. Irons was trying to get around Hamlet, and now another foul. That'd be the 4th team foul against Southside, so Wayne will be once again in the double bonus. They got into the double bonus in quarter number 3. That's Hamlet's 5th foul, so she is the 2nd Archer to foul out of this game. I do know that Shetler is playing with 4 fouls. Deep 3, Irons, no. She hasn't gotten a 3 to fall all night. Tyree with the board and the foul. And if that's on Shetler, that's her 5th. It is on Shetler. So she has fouled out of the game. And Javea Robinson is about to take her place. Javea Robinson has 3 fouls, and they've still got 2:46 left to play. So that Southside bench is getting pretty thin. 3 Archers have already fouled out. Tyree in and out. Second one goes. Maya Tyree with 14 points in the game. She had 3 threes in the first quarter. You might say that set the tone for the Generals. That's going to be a reach-in foul. 2:36 to go. Malia Muff, that's her first. Only the third team foul against Wayne here in quarter number 4. Blackhawk Christian and Northside are tied at 23 in the second quarter. Good game going on over at By-Hay Arena. 5-second violation. Newsom couldn't get it in. Or check that. I think that was Mante. Naomi Mante trying to get it in. Irons across the timeline. Looks for help and finds Tyree. Belmont leading 13-12 over Concordia after one quarter, I presume. That's going to be traveling on the Generals back to the Archers. So a couple of good games going on in boys basketball tonight. Blackhawk Christian has just taken the lead over Northside. 24-23 the score over there at By-Hay. That could be a back-and-forth ball game. We've had some good ball games between those schools in recent years. They're kind of trying to retool their rosters these days. It's a catch and shoot. Newsom couldn't hit it. And Harris has the board for Wayne. Got to get it across that timeline, and she does. Muff comes to set the screen. Loose ball. It's off Wayne. The double team came, and Irons turned it over. Daviana Irons will bring the ball across the timeline for the Archers. That's a deep three from the volleyball line. Can't hit. Well, here at this gym, we've come accustomed to seeing deep threes knocked down, particularly by the Generals. Talking about guys like Chase Barnes, Javon Lewis, LaShawn Green's hit some deep threes in recent years. We know those guys have range, and of course Lewis, I believe, is back this year for Wayne. Not Lewis, but Green is back this year. Lewis has graduated, so has Barnes. That's Briley Dedrick Williams with the cross-court pass. Newsom couldn't hit, and Dedrick Williams with the offensive board. Britannia Dedrick Williams airmails the three. As we're inside the final minute of the game. Newsom. Some loosey-goose dribbling there, but Newsom's able to recover, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Harris. Fourth team foul against Wayne, and Harris is third. Southside gets the ball back with 51.8 seconds left. Dedrick Williams outside to Newsom. Her three won't go. And Robinson, the offensive board. Dedrick Williams for three. Britannia Dedrick Williams will finish with 20-plus. She's got 21 right now. Tyree, who hit 3 threes early in this ball game, not shooting at that time. Muff couldn't hit. And here come the Archers with just 15 seconds to go. Dedrick Williams tries to cross up Tyree. Down to 7 seconds. Dedrick Williams hanging in the air. That wouldn't fall. Tyree with the board, and Dedrick Williams coming in, play until the whistle, and she commits the foul. With 1.6 seconds left. So I'll admit that's not the time you want to see somebody commit the foul, but I will give credit where credit is due. That's Dedrick Williams playing until the last whistle. She wants to play at 110%, no matter where on the scoreboard we are. But Daviana Irons has a chance to cap off a very impressive night for her at the free throw line. She comes up short. Irons has 22 points. She and Dedrick Williams scoring 20-plus on the night. They both wear the same number 4 on their jerseys. Irons goes 0 for 2 from the line. That's one of the few things that haven't gone right for her. But a lot goes right tonight for the Generals as they win it 51-35. The Generals even their overall record at 4-4. And meanwhile, the Archers fall to 0-8. Coming up next, Wayne will take on Canterbury this coming Thursday, and they won't have another game until next Tuesday when they host Marion right here at Wayne High School. Southside's next game is Thursday. That's at Heritage. Then they're on the road again on Friday, taking on their SAC rivals, the Snyder Panthers. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, and it's going to be two players tonight. Daviana Irons with her 22 points, and Amaya Tyree with her 14 points and 3 early triples to set the tone for the Generals. Amaya Tyree and Daviana Irons, your PSM players of the game. And that's going to do it from here at Wayne High School. For my cameraman Cole Weiland, this is Thad Goff, and we got a whole host of boys basketball games going on. We got Northrop versus New Haven, Blackhawk Christian versus Northside, and Belmont versus Concordia. Feel free to check out one of those games on SummitCitySports.com. But for tonight, here from Wayne, the Generals win at 51-35. And we will be right back here for boys basketball tomorrow. Wayne taking on Leo. Good night from Wayne High School.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Restrooms, it should be through those doors on the right.
I'll come right back.